Hey, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The Dallas Cowboys universe is buzzing with whispers and speculation, and insiders can hardly contain their excitement over what could be a game-changing move for the team. Rumors are swirling across social media, locker rooms, and analyst circles, all pointing to one name that has suddenly become the center of attention: Brian Burns. Sources close to the team hint that the Cowboys are moving aggressively to secure this defensive powerhouse, a player whose skill, speed, and instincts have turned heads league-wide. Conversations among fans in stadiums, online forums, and even casual sports bars suggest that this acquisition could signal a dramatic shift in the team's defensive strategy, one that might elevate them to unprecedented dominance. There is talk that the front office has been quietly negotiating for weeks, carefully plotting how to bring Burns into the fold while maintaining cap flexibility and roster balance. Pundits are already speculating on the ripple effects of this move, imagining a defense so fearsome that opposing quarterbacks may be reconsidering their entire game plan even before the first snap. The mere suggestion of Burns joining Dallas has fans envisioning scenarios where sacks, turnovers, and pressure dominate the narrative of every game, creating an aura of invincibility that might linger long into the season. Industry insiders hint that this move isn't just about raw talent. It's about timing, fit, and culture. Burns is seen as someone who thrives in high-intensity environments, a player who elevates those around him and commands attention both on and off the field. The Cowboys organization, known for its meticulous approach to roster construction, seems to have identified the exact profile they've been missing, a player whose presence could anchor a defense that has shown flashes of brilliance but lacked consistent dominance. Coaches reportedly have been weighing the potential impact, considering how Burns' versatility could allow for innovative schemes and unpredictable blitz packages that leave opponents scrambling. Fans on social media platforms are already theorizing about formations, adjustments, and the kind of pressure Burns could generate alongside existing stars, fueling endless debates that keep the excitement alive 24 hours a day. Whispers in the locker room suggest players are energized by the possibility of working with someone of Burns' caliber, anticipating a learning curve that could accelerate the team's overall performance. As rumors circulate, analysts are framing this as not merely a signing but a statement, a bold declaration that Dallas intends to dominate the league from every angle. With a defense that is suddenly more than a tactical component, it's a symbol of ambition and swagger. The narrative around Brian Burns joining the Cowboys has grown into a full-blown frenzy, a story that fans and analysts can barely keep up with. Speculation ranges from contract structures to leadership roles, with each new leak adding layers of intrigue to an already fascinating story. Some insiders suggest that Burns' influence might extend beyond the field, shaping team culture, motivating younger players, and contributing to a sense of accountability that Dallas has historically valued. Social media buzz reflects a blend of hope, excitement, and curiosity, with every clip, highlight, or quote dissected for hidden meaning. The anticipation has become almost palpable, as if the city itself is holding its breath, waiting to see how this potential acquisition could reshape the team's identity. Conversations about defensive rankings, hypothetical matchups, and strategic possibilities have flooded sport podcasts, fan forums, and casual conversations alike, with Burns' name now synonymous with a new era of dominance. The rumor mill has reached a fever pitch, with some claiming that internal meetings and strategic sessions have already begun to integrate him into potential schemes and rotations. Analysts continue to speculate on how this could affect opponents' game planning, suggesting that quarterbacks may need to rethink timing, reads, and protections if Burns becomes a fixture on the Cowboys' defensive line. Insider chatter also hints that this signing could be part of a broader vision, one that positions Dallas not just for immediate success, but for sustained defensive excellence. Burns' reputation as a relentless competitor and dynamic pass rusher aligns with the organization's stated goals of building a defense that can change games in a matter of plays. Observers note that the synergy between Burns and existing defensive stars could create a domino effect, enhancing the impact of every linebacker, defensive back, and lineman, ultimately reshaping the identity of the entire unit. Fans are already envisioning dramatic game scenarios where the pressure applied by Burns forces turnovers, disrupts timing, and completely alters the rhythm of opposing offenses. The potential strategic flexibility is generating discussions among coaching analysts, some of whom suggest that this could enable the Cowboys to deploy exotic blitzes, disguise coverage schemes, and create matchups that leave rival teams in constant discomfort. The rumor has sparked excitement not only among longtime followers, but also casual observers who now see Dallas as a team willing to make audacious moves to assert dominance. Conversations on platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and fan podcasts indicate that this narrative has legs, evolving into a storyline that could define the season before it even begins. Even within professional circles, whispers are suggesting that Burns' influence might extend beyond the tactical. He could also serve as a cornerstone for leadership, mentoring, and locker room culture. Coaches reportedly value not only his athletic prowess, but also his competitive mindset, professionalism, and ability to inspire peers. The buzz in industry circles suggests that the Cowboys' front office sees him as a transformational figure, one capable of raising standards and expectations for the entire roster. This has led to speculation that his presence could be a catalyst for elevating both seasoned veterans and young prospects, creating an environment where accountability, intensity, and execution reach new levels. Fans are already imagining scenarios where Burns' energy and skill ignite defensive performances that dominate headlines, spark debates, and force opponents to adapt in ways they haven't had to before. Analysts weigh in on the potential matchups, predicting that his arrival could fundamentally alter the balance of power in games, particularly against high-powered offenses. The rumor itself has generated a wave of anticipation, drawing attention from not only Cowboys loyalists but also neutral observers curious about the ripple effect a player of Burns' caliber could create in the league. The narrative, fueled by excitement and speculation, continues to grow, creating a sense that something big is imminent in Dallas. Finally, conversations surrounding Burns hint at a broader cultural impact, both within the team and among the fan base. Speculation is rife that his signing could symbolize a renewed commitment to dominance, signaling to the league and fans alike that Dallas is serious about redefining its defensive identity. Stories of past negotiations, potential contract structures, and insider confidence only add fuel to the fire, making every rumor feel more tangible and urgent. Fans are connecting dots, imagining Burns in iconic moments, making game-changing plays, and becoming a central figure in the Cowboys' narrative for years to come. Analysts and insiders continue to tease possibilities, discussing how his versatility might enable the defense to adapt fluidly to different opponents, creating an aura of unpredictability that could challenge even the most prepared offenses. Social media, podcasts, and sports shows are abuzz with hypothetical plays, matchups, and scenarios, reflecting the almost cinematic anticipation surrounding Burns' potential arrival. As this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The combination of talent, timing, and expectation has created a whirlwind of speculation, anticipation, and excitement that shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. The Cowboys' defensive future, if rumors hold true, is suddenly not just promising. It's electrifying, and fans are already imagining the possibilities in vivid, exhilarating detail. The excitement surrounding Brian Burns potentially joining the Dallas Cowboys doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon, and the speculation continues to grow with every passing hour. Social media is practically overflowing with fan theories, insider leaks, and imagined scenarios where Burns becomes the cornerstone of a defense that could redefine the team's identity. Conversations online range from the tactical implications of his presence to the psychological effect on opponents, who now must consider a relentless pass rusher stalking the backfield. Analysts speculate about how his unique skill set could open opportunities for creative defensive schemes, allowing Dallas to disguise coverages, implement unexpected blitzes, and exploit weaknesses in even the most elite offenses. Rumors suggest that coaching staff are already mapping out plans to maximize his impact, envisioning rotations that not only create pressure, but also elevate the play of his teammates. Fans are buzzing about highlight reel moments, imagining game-changing sacks, forced fumbles, and interceptions directly linked to Burns' presence, feeding an almost cinematic narrative that keeps excitement levels high 24 hours a day. The story has become a daily topic of debate and anticipation, with each new hint or leak sparking waves of discussion and speculation that dominate sports chatter across multiple platforms. Industry insiders have hinted that the potential acquisition of Brian Burns could fundamentally shift the balance of power in the NFC, positioning Dallas as a team whose defensive capabilities are suddenly feared across the league. Rumors suggest that front office discussions have gone beyond immediate tactical advantages, contemplating long-term impacts on roster construction, leadership dynamics, and overall team culture. Observers speculate that Burns' work ethic and intensity could set a new standard within the locker room, challenging veterans and younger players alike to elevate their performances. Fans have latched onto the notion that his presence could spark a ripple effect, igniting energy, confidence, and cohesion among all defensive units, and even influencing the mentality of offensive teammates who thrive on defensive dominance. Analysts continue to dissect potential matchups, imagining scenarios where Burns' speed and agility disrupt timing, force hurried decisions, and turn previously predictable plays into chaotic moments for opposing quarterbacks. The rumor mill has become a virtual playground for strategy enthusiasts, with debates about coverage adjustments, gap assignments, and rotation schemes dominating online forums. Each conversation seems to add another layer of possibility, painting a picture of a team ready to assert authority and intimidation through a defense anchored by one of the league's most dynamic talents. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Whispers in fan circles suggest that the arrival of Burns could also shift how Dallas approaches the draft, free agency, and off-season strategy, with analysts speculating that his presence might influence personnel decisions for years to come. Rumors have suggested that management sees Burns not only as a player, but as a strategic keystone, someone whose abilities could enable the team to take calculated risks in other areas without compromising defensive strength. Social media debates speculate on positional alignments, potential partnerships with other defensive stars, and the types of creative schemes that could make the Cowboys' defense unpredictable and relentless. Fans imagine situations where Burns' pressure on quarterbacks sets up turnovers that spark offensive momentum, creating a synergy between units that turns games into showcases of dominance. Some analysts suggest that his impact could extend to psychological warfare, with opponents adjusting play calling, tempo, and protection schemes solely because of the threat he presents. Locker room whispers further fuel speculation, with teammates reportedly energized by the possibility of learning from a player of Burns' caliber, anticipating a culture shift that blends intensity, accountability, and inspiration. In short, the narrative around this potential signing has grown beyond speculation. It has become a full-blown conversation about how Dallas could redefine defensive football. The hype surrounding Brian Burns is amplified by the timing of these rumors, with insiders hinting that negotiations and discussions have been ongoing for weeks, creating a sense of inevitability among fans and analysts alike. Speculation abounds about the structure of his contract, potential incentives, and how the team might balance cap space to ensure maximum impact without compromising flexibility. The rumor narrative suggests a meticulous approach, with the Cowboys weighing every detail, from scheme fit to locker room chemistry, before finalizing any move. Fans are already imagining Burns in the midst of chaotic defensive moments, applying pressure on quarterbacks, collapsing pockets, and creating turnovers that shift momentum in dramatic ways. Analysts are theorizing about how his presence might allow the defense to disguise intentions, rotate personnel effectively, and maintain relentless energy throughout games. The buzz surrounding Burns has grown to the point where even casual observers are speculating about his influence, blending curiosity with excitement over a player who could become a defining figure for Dallas' defensive identity. Every clip, highlight, or rumor only fuels this conversation, transforming what could be a routine signing into a narrative event that captivates fans, pundits, and analysts across the nation. Insiders also hint that Burns' arrival could have far-reaching implications beyond the X's and O's of the game, touching on leadership, mentorship, and culture building. Rumors suggest that coaching staff are envisioning a scenario where Burns elevates standards, inspires younger players, and fosters a competitive environment that emphasizes accountability and excellence. Analysts and fans speculate that his intensity could be contagious, influencing practices, game day preparation, and even how opponents perceive the Cowboys. Social media discussions revolve around potential synergies, imagining Burns working alongside other defensive stars to create chaos for offensive lines and quarterbacks. The narrative continues to evolve, with new rumors fueling debates on matchups, rotations, and situational strategies. Each new whisper suggests that the Cowboys may not simply be acquiring talent. They may be acquiring a symbol of dominance, a player whose presence alone could redefine the perception of Dallas defense. Fans are actively constructing mental highlight reels, imagining scenarios where Burns' playmaking ability becomes a cornerstone of identity, and analysts continue to theorize about the ripple effects that a single elite defensive player could unleash across an entire league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.